This is Attorney Marjorie Brunelli, and today I'm going to talk about the part in a divorce proceeding that everybody loves. Every attorney loves this part, every client loves this part. We can't wait to do it. It's unbelievable. Of course, I'm joking. So I'm going to talk about mandatory disclosure, which is the exchange of financial documents within the procedures of a dissolution of marriage action. So we hate doing this. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of documents, and it's a nightmare to get, a bunch of documents on multiple emails. We don't know what they are, what they are relating to. Most clients just literally just dump the kitchen sink on us and want us to figure out what's going on. So for my Brazilian clients, I did a very lengthy video going one by one of what's listed on the certificate of compliance because they have the issue of the language. That's not an excuse for my American clients or my English speaking clients. You do not have that excuse. So the form is pretty much self-explanatory. The issue is most people don't want to sit down and go through it because it's a pain in the butt. And it's very detailed, but it needs to be done. And why am I doing this video? Because mandatory disclosure includes two parts, the certificate of compliance and the financial affidavit. This video is particularly about the certificate of compliance. Why? Because it is a very detailed document, and the whole purpose of it is organization. And clients sending us a bunch of documents with no name. For example, you go into your bank account, you download 24 months of bank statements and you throw it on a link and send it to me. What am I supposed to do with that? So you have to be organized. That's why the form has a little space, next to each item. Why? If you have the item in your possession, mark an X or a V or a check mark. I don't care. Put your initials. It doesn't matter how you do it. Just write it down. Yes, I do have this document, and write down what you're including. For example, bank statements from 12 months. Put from month, June 2023 to June 2024. Just make sure you include each one and name each one of them. This is the bank statement for July 2023, July 2024, February. List every single one of them. Why? Because it's going to save you money in the long run. If I have to sit here as an attorney and spend hours looking for documents you didn't send, wondering if you have them, if they exist or not, trying to sort through everything you send me, it's going to take me hours. And as you all know, during divorce proceeding, every attorney charges hourly. So you want to avoid that. This is why I'm making this video today. It's as organized as you can be, as detailed as you can be, so you can make our lives easier. And in return, you're going to spend way less money with attorney's fees. So it's not that hard. I'm going to read just the first part so you can understand. The first part is repeated on the second part of the document. So part one, it's literally talking about the financial affidavit. If you make less than $50,000 a year, you're going to fill out the short form. If you make more, the long form. And then you have to check mark which one you're filling out. Then the second part, it's about your income return for the past 3 years. Not that hard. Include all your returns for the past 3 years. Mark which ones you're including. It's also asking for W-2, 1099, K-1. So you have to include all the pages of the documents. It's not just the front page. It's every single page. Same thing goes for bank statements. A lot of bank statements say, for example, page 1 through 5, the last page is blank, but you have to include it because otherwise it's missing and that's going to cause a problem. We want to be as complete, detailed, and organized as possible. So once we deliver all the documents to the other party, we're not going to be bombarded with motions to compel or statements saying, okay, you're hiding things. You're trying to hide documents or hide information or hide assets or hide debt and liability. So it has to be detailed, you know. That's the whole point of this video, just be organized. If you have any questions, you can always call me. We can schedule a call for 15-30 minutes to go through the documents so you know what we're looking for if you have any questions. I'm going to attach a link to this document below this video, just for ease of information. If you're curious about it, go look. You know, I'm always going to let you know when we're getting to that point in your case so you can start gathering the documents, organizing. I always give clients plenty of time to do this, so there is no excuse. And we can always ask for an extension, even though I try to avoid doing that so we don't delay the case any more than it needs to be. It's already, you know, most cases already take long enough, so why delay it? So just to recap, make sure that you're marking next to each item whether you're producing it or not, whether it exists or not. And sometimes what happens is it exists, but you don't have access to because your husband or your wife has access to it. Just so put a little mark and say, this document does exist, but I don't have access to it. My husband has it. If it doesn't exist, you can put not applicable, none, doesn't exist. If you need to attach extra pages listing everything that you're including, you can handwrite it. That's not a problem. The more organized and detailed you are, the easier my job will be, the less attorney's fees you're going to spend. So the whole purpose of this video is really just to bring awareness of how complex this part of a divorce proceeding is, how much time we spend doing, how frustrating it is for both the attorney, because a lot of times we have to literally harass the client. Where are the documents? You know, constant emails. Where are the documents? Because there are consequences to not producing these documents. You can get sanctions, you can be held in contempt. So all of that is going to cost you money. So the whole purpose of this video is just really to instill the importance of this part of the process and make sure that you understand that we have to work on this together to bring about the result that we need. And that's it. You know, if you have any questions, all my information is up on the bio. Feel free to contact me. The number here is 954-474-7703. And you can also reach us on the app WhatsApp. Okay, thank you so much. Until the next video.